Trying to make it potentially a one-possession game. Up and under Pacey's. That's what they need right there. Force one here. Up to Chin, who throws it down. Minkler, good ball fake, gets to the 10. Count it and the foul. Two buzzer beaters to his credit. Goes down the lane, double pump.
There it is.
Good! Another! And it's a steal by Soden to the rim. He's got the layup, and Bedford's got the lead. McGeady drives, Strand open, three-pointer up and in. Wow. And they come up with a steal. O'Connell looking for the flush.
Make guys shoot twos.
Step back, Castro trying to tie the game. Juanena up the sideline, Castigway, double bump. Shot up and in! Up and in! Trying to find Bono. Mike with the steal! Mike is going to run up the clock! Justin Gorham with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance. The Memorial Crusaders taking on the Windham Jaguars. Two teams hoping to gain footing, so to speak, in the standings as we approach the midway point of the regular season. Memorial, they look good. We saw them back in December on this floor win the Christmas tournament. Since then, up and down. Most recently, an 84-80 defeat against undefeated Portsmouth. Took the Clippers into the final minutes in that one, but they have lost two of their last three, and hoping to rebound today on their home floor. Is a growing crowd.
Yes. As
we approach tip-off. Windham, meanwhile, well, they've won two of their last three. Wins on the road at Spalding and Nashua South their last time out. So they've got credentials. Tournament team a year ago. Should be a fun one tonight.
Yeah, South is a good win for them. I think Memorial has battled some injuries and some other stuff. One of their better players, LaValle, who was a starter last year, is not playing right now with a nerve injury, I believe, in his back. And just a shout out to his grandfather, I guess, was a big part of the program. Used to do the book. It was a big, obviously a part of his life. And I don't think he was doing very well. So, our thoughts go out to their family. It's really cold out.
Yes.
So I'll be surprised how many fans we get tonight because, this morning when I got up, it was -7 when I had to take my wife somewhere this morning. I thought that was nuts. So it's cold, so the crowd might be a little sparse, but, hey, it's good to see people here, especially young folks on our right over here.
Yeah, it's guaranteed, I think, to be an energetic crowd before it's all said and done. We are slated for one of the later tip-offs tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah, past my bedtime.
But we may be getting underway a few minutes early.
Ooh, so let's hope so.
Let's fit in, Justin, when we have a minute. Keys tonight. What do we watch for both teams?
Well, they're not too familiar with each other, right? They haven't played each other yet. They probably haven't seen much of each other. Windham, we thought last year was going to really kind of like take the next step forward. They have seniors, 5 juniors, 2 sophomores, so they're a team that's been around together for a while. Memorial only goes about 6 deep right now. 7 seniors, 2 juniors, a couple sophomores and a freshman. So it's a bit of an older guys battle. Teams that have been together for a while, but again, energy, efficiency, effort, those things. I think the Triple E very important for these games, especially on a night like this when it's like literally 10 degrees outside.
Well, grab an extra blanket tonight because we are set
so chilly
to get it going here. When we come back, starting lineups, national anthem, and then tip-off. Memorial and Windham in our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school, varsity, and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
At quarter, sophomore number 14, Joel Gomez. At quarter, junior number 21, Jay Morales. At forward, senior number 10, Jack Brooks. At guard, senior number 2, Maury. And at guard, senior number 1, Christian Polo. Your Crusaders are led by head coach Jay Preston. He is assisted by Tom Zoy, Ray Boucher, and Kevin Donahue. Fans, we ask that you rise if you are able and remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Well, there it is, the national anthem setting the stage for our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham, getting set for Memorial and Windham. The Jaguars looking for another road win. Bit of a road trip here, 3 in a row. They set it off correctly with a win back on Friday at Nashua South. Looking to keep things rolling to improve to 5-3. Memorial also gunning for their 5th win. A victory tonight would improve the club to 5-4.
Not an easy place to play either. The crowd can be a little, obviously home favored. So curious to see how they start. I would imagine Memorial will start in a man right away. Maybe Windham decides to mix it up. Windham's not very big size-wise. Memorial has some size and some veteran players that can score. You got Bololo and Borey can both score the basketball and rebound. They're just really outstanding athletes.
Memorial in the home whites, led by longtime head coach Danny Bryson. Windham in the road blues. They're going to win the tap, and the Jaguars look to strike first. Kicked into the lane. This is Brandon Jacobs, and that's an easy 2.
Yeah, wide open at the high block.
The sophomore forward did not hesitate. 2-0 Jaguars. Let's get the 7-foot head coach Carson DeRosiers on his feet early, hoping to help out the defense. Meanwhile, this one is a long miss corralled on the offensive end by the senior Bori. His interior pass is tipped and stolen. Out it goes. Jack Katrobis to the rim. No, high off the window, couldn't work. And now it's a 3-on-3 the other way. The lanky Joel Gomez trying to step through the defense. Couldn't finish. Kept it this end by Jake Ornelas.
Yeah, I just got it introduced about him earlier.
Meanwhile, here's Katrobis. Left hand, no. Challenged by Bori. And now Christian Bololo, the point guard, is going to slow things down for the Crusaders. 1 minute gone by. Home team hoping to get on the board.
Our pace is quick. 2-3 zone for Windham, too. We thought maybe a different defense for Windham. You know, the quickness and the size of Memorial.
There's active hands for Katrobis. Comes up with another steal. This time able to finish.
Got good hands. That zone, you don't want to make sure you don't want to turn the ball over against the zone ever if you can avoid it, right? Fake high, throw low. Don't lob the ball, and don't over-dribble in the zone. Ball moves faster. The pass, attack the gaps. And look for your shooters. High post should be open. If the high post gets there, that's where you want to try and get the ball.
Here's Gomez. Looks for a cutter, and Brooks has the finish. That's Jack Brooks. Well, he's the senior. He's one of 4 starters back from a year ago, and he's played well this season. Going to get himself and his team on the board at now 4-2 Windham.
Yeah, that was a really good cut, good pass.
Step back 3. Tyler Jordan just off target. Memorial the other way, a chance to tie. Bololo drops it in, and that one is stuffed. Ornelas denied by Jacobs, who comes away with the rebound for Windham. Good defensive play there. Here's Katrobis again, gets the step.
You know, he's quick. You're going to have to make sure you help him, help your teammates out, right? If you're playing good man-to-man defense, some of the principles are like a zone. So you have to help your teammates.
Brooks for 3. That's way to bust up the zone. Just catching fire. He was deep there. He's got all 5 for Memorial. And the home team is back within 1.
Yeah, one of the things you say when you play man, don't chase, right? Help your teammates out, balls away. You're in the middle of the floor with your head turned so you can see your teammates.
This one goes off the foot of Ornelas.
Yeah, that's kind of one of those examples right there. You got to see the ball and the man at the same time, right? So you know where your teammates are so you can help out if they get beat. And Katrobis is beating a couple guys to the basket pretty early here.
Inside out. 3-pointer up and in. Jack Stefanidis, the junior, able to get square on the wing there. He's the 3rd Windham scorer in this first quarter. Brooks trying to answer. That one a little too deep. Poke back out. Bololo, a short little jumper, no. Follow, yes.
He is the rebounding guard in the state.
It's his first deuce tonight. Crusaders back within 2. Windham looking for breathing room.
Ooh, tough screen high at the top. Illegal screen, too. Swung that shoulder to an elbow. Should have been called.
That's got Coach Bryson upset.
Yeah, he has the right to. They're pushing and shoving inside. A little communication there from one of our officials.
Just 2 officials tonight. It's Tom Sapora and William Zapkis. This one is turned over up top. Brooks looking to push. Keeping the dribble alive to the wing. Now we'll pull it back out. Nearing the midway point, first quarter. Memorial. Chance to tie or take the lead. They go inside, and the rim betrays Brooks.
That's a good look, too. Nice pass inside.
Rebound ends up with Murphy.
The Windham's getting some open shots in the man. You know, Memorial just has to make sure they communicate.
A 2-man game here. Fade won't go. Jacobs left it short. And again, the Crusaders come the other way.
I would anticipate they like to push the ball and get down the floor like we saw them do against Memorial here in the tournament.
Oh, good step back there. Ornelas finding the touch. The junior, his first field goal.
And
That's going to tie the game.
Sorry about that. I found out he just became a starter recently, and I guess they played pretty well with him as a starter. More confident. I think they discussed confidence with him, and I think now he feels confident.
Here's a 3 for Jacobs around the rim and out. Brooks the rebound for Memorial. And now the Crusaders look for the lead for the first time here. Windham going to stay in the 2-3. They whip it down low, and there's a foul.
Nice pass. Really good pass. Wide open inside, too.
Ornelas able to get 2 Jaguars in the air there. And the foul is going against John Murphy. That's the first team foul either way. It comes nearly 5 minutes into the game.
Getting a lot of open looks in that zone, too. If you look at the zone and the guys underneath the cutters, or, if the ball, again, gets to the high post, you're going to see a lot of cutters underneath. It'll be wide open if they make that pass. Put a bigger player at the high post, Brooks perhaps.
That's Memorial's first lead of the game. Comes on the first free throw. Ornelas, he played well, to your point, off the bench when we saw him last in the Christmas tournament finale victory over Bedford. The free throw is going to roll.
He earned himself a starting spot, I guess. Played well, confident. Here's the 2-1-2, a rare 2-1-2 full court press.
Have not seen the press yet.
He has not. Oh, there it is. You got to try and trap that corner. Coach Bryce is not going to be happy with that.
Ready to fire is the lefty, Katrobis.
There he is again.
He's off to a great start here. 7 points. A couple of steals at the top of that zone. And he's done it both in the half-court set and in transition. Memorial hoping to counter as they trail by 1 again. Inside it goes. Little fade jump hook for Ornelas. No, he ends up with it anyway. And then it's blocked on the second try. Loose ball on the baseline ends up with Bololo, who's going to power it up with the left hand.
Got 5 rebounds by my count right there already. Just on that one.
Memorial hitting the offensive glass in this opening quarter.
Man, you're telling me.
Second field goal for Bololo.
It is tougher. When you are Windham, it's tougher to rebound in a zone because you have to go find someone, right? When you play man, you're already there. Zone, you got to go find someone, locate, and then box out and go get the ball.
The senior taking his time. That one rolls around the iron, no good. It's eventually corralled off the bounce by Windham's Murphy. Jaguars trail by a point.
Oh, the dreaded carry.
Yep. A Jaguar turnover.
Don't often call the carry anymore.
As you can see, some late arrivers still filling the gym. Very cold outside tonight, but still a good crowd, with both Crusader and Jaguar fans on hand. Meanwhile, a foul is called behind the three-point line.
Don't block shots.
Jack Brooks knocked to the ground. Foul goes against Windham's Tyler Jordan. That is his first and the team's third. So 3 free throws on the way for Jack Brooks, the 6'5 senior.
Now, they, too, were trying to, Windham was trying to use a half-court trap as well, but neither team has really been aggressive and tried to trap. They kind of just halfway go. You have to tell guys, if you're going to trap and we're going to do this, you have to go full speed, trap, get there, and make something happen. Otherwise, why are you going to do it? Because you're going to leave a lot of guys wide open, right? If there's 2 guys sort of half guarding someone, you're going to have a player open somewhere on the floor.
Meanwhile, Brooks 1 for 2. The game's high scorer so far with 6. Got that one as well.
The dreaded three-pointer where usually they make 2 out of 3, right? I mean, it's rare we've seen the 3. Oh, wow, that's way too easy down the floor.
A couple of passes later, it's Katrobis.
All right, you know what? You got to get a hand up on him because right now he's in fuego.
He's hit his last 4 field goals, including the last 2 from three-point land. Meanwhile, this one is left short in the lane. Murphy the other way. Katrobis will pull it out with a dribble. Game tied at 15, just inside of 2 minutes here first quarter, and a foul is called on the floor in the lane against the Crusader defense. It's on Gomez.
Like he was starting to go up. Didn't even hear the whistle. Did you hear the whistle on that one? I heard nothing.
That is the first Memorial team foul in this first quarter.
He's shooting that one. That should have been a shooting foul. He went up on the replay. Thank you, Wizard. That's a great replay so you can see that he was shooting.
Corner 3, around the rim and out. Bololo looking to punish the other way. Into the lane, dips the shoulder, and finishes off the window.
Yeah, you're not going to stop that. Lightning quick.
Bololo with 6.
Length of the floor, too.
Crusaders by 2. Final 90 seconds first quarter. Katrobis into the corner, ready to shoot. Another lefty, that's Murphy.
Oh, he looked in the crowd. Crowd's involved, apparently.
That's the Memorial fans behind the Crusader bench. dressed in black tonight, the student section. Three-pointer off target for Bori Bori. Again, it's Bololo to the rescue on the offensive rebound.
I would imagine he's probably their leading rebounder as a guard.
Gomez in the corner off the skip pass. Short on the line drive effort. Rebound taken off the bounce by Jackson Blanco. Senior guard just checked in for Windham. Blanco going to fire.
Oh, just
straight away three won't go.
No warm up for him.
Gomez the rebound.
We always tell guys, get a few reps. Run up and down the floor a couple times before you fire off a three. Right? Get warm and then take your time, take a good shot. And a little early in his adventure here on the court.
Bololo.
Short corner, beautiful.
Got the fade there from the baseline. It's fourth field goal.
8 points, 7 rebounds here in the first quarter. Here's a trap, maybe.
Wyndham gets it over. Murphy going to pull it back out.
The last shot, maybe?
Yeah, there's Coach DeRocher's calling for the last shot here. 10 seconds, a foul.
Oh, and a foul.
There's going to be whistled between the circles here against Bori Bori.
He's got just one foul, no shooting situation, not bad.
Meanwhile, Ladum Adameni, sophomore guard, has checked in for Memorial. In it comes to Katrobis. Eye on the scoreboard here.
He's going to go to the basket, I would imagine. He probably set a high pick.
His club is down one. They go off the screen, and a travel is called on the catch.
He shuffled. A little shuffling.
Jackson Blanco with a inquisitive look at the official there, but did shuffle the feet. So Memorial, still with 2 seconds left here.
They can get a good shot.
Hoping to pad the lead. Both head coaches on their feet.
With their quickness, they can get a good shot.
Bololo, Brooks, half-court heave. Woo! In and out.
He didn't call glass, though, so I don't think he would have counted that anyway.
That brings us to the end of the first quarter. As competitive as we thought, a one-point game. Memorial out in front, 19-18 over Windham. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Well, back here in the Queen City, second quarter. Memorial with the basketball and the lead, 19-18. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. Two teams looking for their fifth win of the season as we near the midway point of the regular season. Windham led by as many as 4 in that first quarter. Memorial with a bit of a late push at the tail end of the frame gave them the lead. Meanwhile, a foul is called on the floor. And it's against Memorial. It's against the sophomore Joel Gomez, and that is number 2. So the youngster is going to trot off the floor, not pleased, having to deal with the early foul trouble.
Yeah, you bring in a big for a big. Lawal has played a lot early. We saw him in the Christmas tournament, was a starter. Plays a lot, so he has experience. He's not like you're bringing somebody in who doesn't play very often.
Meanwhile, Memorial hoping to trap. It leads to a 3.
I think Blanco, I think that's his job, to shoot threes, and now that he's warmed up, a little more confident.
Come off the bench to knock down his first shot. Meanwhile, Bololo has shouldered the offense for Memorial. He's going to draw a foul as the senior was knocked to the floor. Goes against Wyndham's Andrew Begley, who just came on. The junior picks up his first. So, Bololo to the free throw line, 0 for 1 tonight, but it's really the only thing he's done wrong. He's been
great.
Ox on the glass, 7 rebounds. to go the team high 8 points offensively.
He's very active. Couple assists as well. Even though we don't typically keep those, he has a couple.
That went in and out. That rim seems tight tonight.
It does. It does.
Seen several shots seem halfway down before they've popped back out.
Rim looks tight, and the floor looks a little bit slippery as well. It's odd.
Meanwhile, Bololo maximizing the allowed 10 seconds before knocking down the free throw.
Gonna find his rhythm. Here's that press again. There's a 2-1-2. The 2-1-2 going to try and trap, maybe try and trap there. Nope, they're not really communicating well. So not right now. I think some guys are pressing, some guys are not.
Here's a challenge shot that won't go.
Yeah, who got the rebound again?
It's Bololo.
Of course.
Off the Jordan misfire. Now Bololo hits the gas. Wraparound pass underneath. Left short. Tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Memorial. Shot put up there by Ajao Luau.
Great pass.
Another member of the strong Memorial senior class who's getting his first action here tonight.
Yeah, that was a great pass. Good defense on that. Right now, too, Windham's got to figure out a way to kind of stop some of these open looks that Memorial's getting. Bololo again.
Working the glass.
He's going to have a double-double here in the first half.
11 and 8. His team by 1. Windham hanging around here. Minute and a half gone by second quarter. Katrobis, he's been the story for Windham with 10 points. Now a step back three. Murphy going to can another.
They get a hand up. They're shooting threes well tonight. Thing is, on the defensive end, though, Memorial's getting way too many easy shots in the lane, dribbling and attacking. And the purpose of the zone is to kind of prevent that. You want to make them shoot jump shots, and they're really not taking many of those, as is evidenced by that play inside there.
Bololo stripped on the second try. Windham looking to push. Blanco, a step back three is short, kept alive.
Good save.
Into the paint. Now the ball is loose. Katrobis has it, fires a three, in and out. And a rebound for Bori Bori. He's going to slow it down now for the home team. Well, back and forth we go. Windham by 2 here. High post, down low. Brooks going to bank that one in.
Yeah, those are way too easy inside. And that's, again, the purpose of the zone is to prevent that. Great pass, by the way.
Yeah, the assist out of the high post there by Luau.
Yeah, it came in right away. Good pass. Had a missed layup, but it got blocked.
Katroba's deep three, too deep. Line drive miss. Bololo on the glass again.
I'm running out of space for Bololo on the rebounding box.
Up to 9. Bori Bori off the shot fake. Looks inside. Luau caught under the rim there. Rebound the other way for Tyler Jordan. Into the corner, Katrobis. Goes around Bori Bori to the tin, and they're going to wave it off. That's an offensive foul.
Yep. And if we would have, oh, wow, he was right underneath the basket.
Adumane, the sophomore, showing some guts there as he slides in to draw the charge.
Yeah, he was way underneath the basket, too. That's a tough one to make. You don't want to call that a lot of times because of where he's located. He's almost on the other side of the basket underneath. That's a tough one. Tough call.
Still, you like the defensive effort there.
Love the effort.
Exactly.
Love that he got there. Took that. A lot of guys won't take a charge. They're afraid of taking a charge. It hurts.
24 apiece. We near the midway point, second quarter. Three-pointer, Bori Bori off target. Loose ball into the corner is unchallenged. And as a result, it's Windham ball. So if you're just joining us, again, both teams in kind of a crowded mix in Division I. It's wide open, as we've talked about.
Yes.
Only one unbeaten team remaining. We're going to see them again on Friday, by the way.
Right.
When Portsmouth takes on Nashua South. But a lot of ground can be gained by some of these teams in the middle of the pack.
I agree.
Both teams coming in with 4 wins on the season.
It's one win here or there puts you in a different position. You know, and as the season just rolling along, too.
Yeah. Meanwhile, inside, this is Begley. It's swallowed up, and the ball ends up with Ornelas.
There's 6 turnover already in this first half.
Deep three for Brooks. On fire.
There was 0.0 hesitation on that shot.
And that's his second from deep. And well, now Windham hoping for an answer. They trail by 3. That's Memorial's largest lead of this first half. Chance to tie on the step back. Won't go for Stephanitis. Brooks the other way, trying to secure the dribble. Leads to Bololo, a floater in the lane. That won't go. And another rebound for Begley. Begley bounce pass, the trailer ready to fire. That's up and in. And it's Brandon Jacobs' second field goal. Memorial is going to call a timeout here. Windham hitting the three-point ball to tie the game at 27. Our broadcast tonight is brought to you by Beals Insurance. Locations in Bedford, Londonderry, and Epping. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Visit BealsInsurance.com. Also by MG Sports Fundraising. That's fundraising made easy. MG Sports Fundraising is the official fundraising partner of Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com. Start raising money for your team today. And finally by the New Hampshire Tomahawks. Showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit nhtomahawks.com and also girls.nhtomahawks.com. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham. Tight first half. Neither team with a lead bigger than 4 so far as we approach halftime.
And two different approaches tonight, right? Two different approaches. Wyndham is a three-point shooting team. They have 21 of their 27 points from 3. Memorial, most of their baskets have been inside 2-footers, 5-footers, 7-footers, a couple threes. Mid-range game right now is huge, as you can see right there from Memorial.
Bololo got it over the defense.
They're just those baskets right now in the zone are way too easy. Those are not. That's again, zones are to prevent those easy baskets inside like that.
Here's Murphy.
Great pass.
Third field goal comes off the window. Murphy with 8 in this first half.
I mean, they have 7 threes right now, so you can see there again, wide open inside.
Ornelas, good ball fake there to get the defender airborne but can't finish. Meanwhile, the outlet pass is picked off, and Bololo is going to go back to the free throw line.
Good steal. He got hit. Ornelas got hit pretty hard on that first shot. No call inside.
Get a look there. The rebound secured by Griffin Driscoll, who had just checked in, the senior, in his first couple of possessions on the floor. Threw it away, and then Bololo able to draw the foul against Driscoll, his first. So Bololo's been the story. 2 for 4 at the line after that make. Meanwhile, first action for Ajing, a swingman, a junior. Getting some action here. Coach Bryson continuing to cycle in fresh players.
You know what? It's a good time to try and, use your bench. Give Brooks a break. Now, no one's ever happy to come out, but, it does happen occasionally. But you want to try and get some other guys in. Going forward, you're going to need to play more than 6. So it's a good idea to get some guys in if they can contribute, right? Let's see if they can.
Meanwhile, this is a man press here.
Yeah, full court man to see if you can tire out. I'm trying to tire out Kotrobis if I can.
Murphy going to put his head down. Can't hit the layup in traffic. Rebound the other way to Adumane. Inside the final 2.5 here. Bololo. After a nice pivot foot, gets the hook.
He just knows where the basket. He just knows. He knows where he is. He knows where the basket is. He's got a really good feel for, when he gets inside. Oh, you can't leave him wide open.
Kotrobis a little too deep, but an offensive rebound for Stefanidis. Windham a second chance. Jaguars trail by 4. Largest lead for either team. Kotrobis into the lane. Again, challenged there near the iron. Bololo trying to power out. Up ahead for Bori. Bori back to Bololo. Slapped away in the post and stolen by Murphy. A rare Memorial first half turnover.
Really rare.
Murphy in the lane. Collision. Offensive foul.
That's the same individual.
That's the sophomore Adumane.
Who caught him again.
Well, that is part of the skill set for any good defensive player, right? The ability to draw the charge.
That's a business decision, too. You got to make a business decision whether or not you want to take that shot and go down. The key is to kind of take a little bit and fall a little as it's coming so you don't get hurt. Hit quite as hard. Cover things up. Some things that are important you got to cover.
90 seconds here until halftime. Three-pointer Ajing, no. Bololo, yes. A fantastic first half for the senior. And meanwhile, this one is turned over.
Another turnover, 9. I got 9. My math is not always great, as you know.
It's off the fingertips of Driscoll. It just hits the sideline in front of Coach Bryson. on the Memorial bench. So, Crusaders, they closed the first quarter with some momentum, hoping to do the same here before halftime as we close in on the final minute. They've got their largest lead on the board at 35-29. Bori Ajing inside. Bololo for three. Too strong. Offensive rebound. Ornelas goes back up. Had it blocked. Bololo again. No, but a foul.
Bololo is the man tonight, no doubt.
Able to draw contact from several Jaguars there. And again, he's on the offensive glass. The foul is against Brandon Jacobs. The sophomore has played well in this first half, but that is his second foul. So, Coach DeRozier now down on his right knee, perhaps
he's about
willing to leave the youngster inside.
Yes, well, that's eye to eye with most people, too, when he gets down to his knee like that. He is now eye to eye with his teammates, being that he's about 7 feet tall.
Played at the NCAA level. Second year on the job.
Can't teach height, right?
Well,
Can't
Coach Bryson,
height. He's just there.
Coach Bryson's eyeing his bench. He's used quite the deep rotation in this first half. We may see another Memorial player in a moment. Meanwhile, Bololo, 2 for 2 there.
Yeah, Brooks, I wouldn't be surprised to see Brooks come back, and there he comes. Let's see, give him another, the last, 40 seconds or so, and this depends upon how this goes.
Gomez over at the table, I believe, as well. Meanwhile, we're down to 40 seconds here. Wyndham trailing by 8. The high water mark of this first half. Petrobis bodied up.
Good defense
by Bori. Ends up with a shot for Jordan. The 3 is too strong. Bori, another rebound.
Oh, knocked away. Oh, good rebound.
Yeah, poked loose by Driscoll to stay with Memorial. Perhaps a chance for the final shot here for the Crusaders with 22 seconds. Here come the Crusaders subs. It is Lual and Brooks replacing Adumane and Ornelas.
Yeah,
Wyndham going to shuffle the cards as well. No gamble here from Coach DeRozier as he pulls Jacobs off the floor.
Good decision. Third foul right here. Not too sure if they will. I think Memorial will probably take the first available shot. They don't always take the last shot.
Meanwhile, this is a moving screen.
Oh.
It's against the 2-3 zone look defensively. Bori tried to pin one of those guards inside, didn't have the feet set. And he now looks up at the board in frustration. That's his second foul. And that also is the 5th team foul against Memorial, but it was on the offensive end. So
right, no shooting. But we will shoot if something else happens here.
Meanwhile, Wyndham with 15 seconds here, down 8. Memorial going to extend this pressure that's been the MO of this first half. Petrobis against Bololo.
A lot of pushing, shoving on screens. A lot of pushing. Got to keep your eyes. Officials got to watch the shoving.
Final seconds down the lane. Murphy, runner, no. Trying to follow, a jump ball.
Good rebound, almost. Good floater.
As Jacobs tied up by Bori. So Wyndham with the basketball here, less than a second.
Quick shot.
Petrobis, 3-pointer off the rim. That'll do it. First half in the books. Memorial looking good on their home floor after some back and forth. They've opened up their largest lead of the game. And it comes at the midway point, 37-29 after 16 minutes.
If Memorial can continue to get these easy baskets kind of inside, and again, Bololo, I have him for 14 rebounds this early. I can't even calculate the points yet, but I got 14 rebounds in the first half. That's incredible. And they have to find a way, Wyndham has to find a way to stop those inside easy baskets, the rebound, the second shot attempts. Memorial is just getting whatever they want against the zone, and the zone is predicated so that you avoid that. That's not supposed to happen, right? The zone is we don't think you can shoot necessarily, so we're going to force you to shoot jump shots, and we think we can contain the paint with the zone. And the other side, Memorial doing a good job defensively. Wyndham made some threes early, quite a few threes, right? I think they had 7. But they're not getting a lot else, right? They're just getting 3-point shots, not many second shots. Memorial's getting the ball and they're going the other way. So if this continues that way, Memorial, I think, is going to, look good here when we come to the fourth quarter.
Some adjustments perhaps coming, but either way, still a competitive one here at the break. Coming up at halftime, full recap, stats, highlights, analysis, busy Tuesday night scoreboard to get to as well. You're watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. The New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school, varsity, and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Well, back here at halftime, Memorial out in front 37-29 over Windham. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you in our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week. Presented by Beals Insurance. Christian Bololo.
Man.
Looked like a man amongst boys at times in that first half already with impressive totals of 21 points and 14 rebounds. We were talking off air that is on pace for one of the, frankly, best rebounding performances we've seen, if he can do it again over the course of the second half.
The only player I can equate that to of recent memory, especially here, is Jackson Marshall last year.
As you lovingly refer to him as the big fella.
The big fella.
Yeah.
My wife said I said the big fella too many times, and she was right. And she probably doesn't know that I probably forgot his name, because that's what I do. I forget everyone's name. But nonetheless, he had games last year like this where he would, get 40 and 20 rebounds, and we saw that a lot. But 14 rebounds and a half by a guard who primarily is your ball handler. He's always around the basket. He follows shots. He follows his own shot. He's really fun to watch.
He is.
That's something, though, that coaches at the next level, they want to see that. If he can do that, and he's bouncy, too. He's really quick. But if he can do that and continue to rebound that way as a guard, that's your first-team All-State players if they continue to do well, because nobody has matched that as a guard yet. We've not seen anything like that this year.
He had help scoring the basketball in that first half from his classmate Jack Brooks, who already has a dozen, with 12 points on a couple of made three-pointers for Windham. 10 points for point guard Jack Katrobis, the senior, scored all 10 in that opening quarter.
Yeah, he was good early. Really early came out, and then they kind of slowed him down a little bit.
John Murphy with 8 points, 4 rebounds, off to a good start tonight for Windham. Meanwhile, scoreboard update, Pinkerton right now, hoping to hand Keene just their second loss, 69-64, 2 minutes, 15 seconds to go in the fourth quarter out west.
That'd be an upset.
Exeter leading Trinity, 46-36. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter there between the Pioneers and Blue Hawks. That is now a three-point game with an update of 51-48. And then Winnicott with a big lead over North midway through the third, 46-31 Warriors. Meanwhile, first possession, Gomez to the rim. The sophomore gets his name in the scorer's book.
He worked hard on that shot.
And the lead is 10 for the first time at 39-29.
10. And, in terms of taking care of the ball as well, Memorial only had 5 turnovers to Windham's 9 in that first half. That has to get better for Windham, and as I say that, they turn the ball over.
But a little bit of a shuffle there.
Yeah, that has to get better if they want to try and stay within striking distance of Memorial here going to the fourth quarter. They got to make sure they hang on to the basketball.
Crusaders trailed by as many as 4 in that first quarter,
and notice they've switched to a man. Windham has, kind of
played with the lead ever since. Jump hook in the lane for Jake Ornelas.
A little more accountability now on defense for Windham if you're playing man, right?
Meanwhile, getting the step is Jordan.
Great cut.
The junior with a pretty looking finger roll for his first 2 of the night.
Yeah, we haven't seen him score yet. We've seen him before where he scored some points as well.
This one is punched out to Stefanidis. Three-pointer on the way from Jacobs.
They needed that one. Again, 3-point shooting team versus a go to the basket and score baskets like that.
Brooks off the Bori feed.
Another good pass. These guys know each other so well. They know when you're going to cut. They kind of have a feel for what they're doing.
A lot of team assists tonight.
Oh, absolutely.
For Memorial. 2 minutes in, third quarter. Up and under. Murphy can't get the scooper. Rebound for Brooks is his 4th. He'll bring it himself into the front court, and then a reach-in foul is called in front of us here.
Yeah, silly foul. Frustration foul after the miss.
Murphy not happy after committing his 3rd. It's the first team foul either way of this second half.
Yeah, and he's going to have to take a break here. Next time there's a dead ball, hopefully he doesn't get an additional foul like that. Oh, they're so close.
Ornelas pull it in. And now Bori is open for 3.
That's Bori's first basket for a guy last year that averaged 17 points a game.
It just shows you how Memorial is deep. They have not needed the senior to score. Meanwhile, Ornelas on the floor, and the foul here.
Coach Bryson was fired up.
It's against Memorial.
Really?
And it's on Ornelas, his first.
Oh.
And Coach Bryson's not happy.
That should be actually on Windham, I believe.
Meanwhile, a
sub replay
here.
On that. I think maybe we need to constitute a replay.
Sub here for Windham. Puneet Singh, senior forward, is on the floor for the first time. Another finger roll. This one for Jacobs. Already in this third quarter, he's doubled his point total from the first half from 5 to 10 with that layup.
That was a foul on Windham. How they could have fouled on Memorial, I have no idea what they did there.
Bololo into the lane, count it, and the foul.
There it is.
Going to flex the muscles toward the student section there as he gets to step on the baseline. Another old-fashioned three-point play opportunity on the way for the senior, who's been outstanding tonight with now 23 points.
Going back to the previous play when they called the foul, I can see why Coach Bryson was upset. The foul was actually on Cotrobus jumping on top of the Windham player, and they called it sort of the opposite. So I don't know how they screwed that up. Because Memorial was nowhere to be seen there in that foul situation.
Well, they capitalize at the other end. The three-point play for Bololo makes it 49-36. This one is turned over.
Turnovers are just killing them right now.
Pass just off target into the bench. Another sub for Windham. Jackson Blanco played some good minutes off the pine in that first half. Going to replace Jack Stefanidis. Meanwhile, Memorial continuing to increase the lead here. Up by 13 for the first time. They go inside, but it's off the fingertips of Brooks and taken away by Cotrobus, his third steal tonight for Windham. Going to cross up against the sophomore defender and draw a foul.
A little bit of a mismatch where your power forward is guarding the point guard on the other team. It's a tough matchup. Turnovers, though, are killing them, right? We've talked every game that we've seen, our previous game with 31 turnovers for Merrimack, and they lose. And turnovers, you're just not going to win games when you turn the ball over, no matter what you do. If you watch football, what happened this weekend? Right? Baltimore played a really good game against Buffalo, turned the ball over, twice?
3 times.
3 times, lose the game, miss ball, and then, teams that should probably win sometimes lose in every sport because you turn the ball over.
Cotrobus trying to make it happen in the lane. Brooks may have gotten a piece of that before grabbing the rebound. Another stop from Memorial. Another pull-up jump shot off the window.
I don't know about that. I hope he called bank on that one. It looked good, though.
He has an outstanding 25 points now, and a timeout immediately called from the Crusaders sideline as Coach Bryson wants to set the defense. Our broadcast tonight brought to you by Beals Insurance. Locations in Bedford, Londonderry, and Epping. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Visit BealsInsurance.com. Also by MG Sports Fundraising. That's fundraising made easy. MG Sports Fundraising is the official fundraising partner of Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com. Start raising money for your team today. And finally, by the New Hampshire Tomahawks Showcase and Development for college lacrosse. Visit nhtomahawks.com and also girls.nhtomahawks.com. Nick Anastas, Justin Gora, Memorial had a 1-point lead after the first quarter, grew that margin to 8 at the break, now lead by 17 for the first time. Windham needs an answer as we near the midway point third quarter.
Oh, desperately. They need some stops. They need to stop turning the ball over. They got to find easier ways to score as well. Everything is tougher. And Memorial's doing a good job defensively, containing them.
They're Singh in some trouble. Able to recover in the corner. And now a deep three on the way for Jacobs. That one up and in. That's his third from downtown.
Sometimes when you're a team, though, that relies on the three quite frequently, though, if you're not shooting really well overall and the other team is playing pretty good defense.
This one turned over.
You're not going to win. They have 8 threes, but they have not made very many other baskets, and they're just giving up way too many easy ones.
Now the senior Aaron Gallagher checking in for Memorial. And again, Windham hoping to chip away here. Cotrobus bodied up by Bori, who's done a good job on Kotrobis since allowing those initial 10 points in the first quarter. Here's a three off target. Rebound belongs to Ornelas off the bounce.
A couple more threes and they're right back in the game. That's kind of the beauty of the three-point shot.
Brooks off the side of the rim. Rebound for Jordan.
Or the curse, I should say. Beauty or the curse, you choose. Fans, you choose. The beauty or the curse of the three.
Here it is. That one off target. And again, technically alive off the top of the backboard. Bori, bounce pass denied. Trying to find Brooks. Slapped away, and then it's off the leg of Brooks and turned over to Windham.
Yeah, they don't want to get carried away or get maybe a little loosey-goosey with the ball, not turn the ball over either, because in the first half they were, 5 turnovers. They did a great job hanging on to the ball.
Kotrobis. Pass tipped, stolen by Brooks. Spin move for the senior, goes into the lane and leaves it short. Rebound for Jordan, and then we have a foul here in the backcourt. A reach in against Bori, that's his third. Against the Memorial senior. Meanwhile, Ajaluau back on the floor. He looked good in limited action in that first half off the bench.
Yeah, he didn't play too
Ornelas.
Yeah, again, we saw him in the Christmas tournament. He was a starter. He played considerable minutes then, but I think they sort of discovered Ornelas here. Gives him a little bit more, maybe offensively, a little bit more activity than the Wall does. But I think you have a guy off the bench like the Wall to bring in at his size. It's a great guy to have come off the bench.
Yeah, he moves well and passes well.
Oh, he does.
As well. Meanwhile, this one tipped away. And we'll stay with Windham inside of 3 minutes, third quarter. Coach DeRozier's, he's up on his feet, trying to direct the symphony, so to speak, from the sideline here. His team hoping for points. They go to the corner. Three-pointer, around the rim and out. Offensive rebound, partially tipped. It'll stay with Blanco.
Oh, we got two.
And now a three is cashed in by Jacobs, who remains red hot. His fourth from downtown, his third made three in the quarter.
Wow.
And now Memorial reeling a bit as their lead is cut down to 11 at 53-42.
Well, they just did what they hadn't done in the first half, give up a couple offensive rebounds, second shots. Windham got lucky, though. On the out of bounds over there underneath the basket, Memorial was playing man. They didn't screen anyone, right? Had trouble getting the ball in. Almost got a 5 count. Ball goes into the corner. Air ball, again, an air ball is tough to rebound off of, too.
Meanwhile, you can see on the screen, Keene.
Oh, look at that.
Able to come from behind in the closing minutes and secure another victory at home. This one over Pinkerton, as the Astros almost
in Keene
got it down out there.
Really?
In Keene.
Wow,
So
that's a tough place to win.
A thriller elsewhere tonight. 71-69 is the final. Keene over Pinkerton. Reminder, Friday night, we're back at it. We're in the Gate City again, as Nashua South draws undefeated Portsmouth. The Clippers are the last remaining unbeaten D1 team. That one kicks off at 6:30. Coming up on Friday.
That should be a good one.
Our pregame coverage begins at 6:15. Meanwhile, these two teams hoping to leave the gym tonight with their 5th win. If Windham can do it from behind, after trailing by as many as 17 just moments ago, that would be the 3rd win in 4 games. Memorial, with a victory tonight, would improve to 5-4 and would be winners of 2 of their last 3. Here is a 3, partially blocked. Ball rolls out of bounds off the knee of one of the Memorial players. It's Windham basketball.
Partially blocked, a little short, and now we have both teams are pressing. We had a half-court trap with Windham. Now we have a full-court press with Memorial, a 2-1. Yeah, 2-2-1, maybe. Yeah. I don't think the Wall was sure what they were doing there for a second. I don't know about you, but I'm guarding Murphy when he has the ball.
Inside out, Blanco for 3.
Apparently Blanco's a guy they like to have. That's only his second. He shot a couple air balls, but you know what? I think he's a guy that usually is supposed to shoot those.
And he scored 6 off the bench. Meanwhile, Bori able to knife his way through the lane. All 5 of his points have come in this 3rd quarter. Inside of 2 minutes, 10-point game again at 55-45. Blanco and Kotrobis, little 2-man game, and now back up top. For the red-hot Jacobs, got the step, but they're going to say no foul first on the floor.
Good call on the floor. Good
against
move.
Brooks.
You got to cut him off, right? He goes that way. You got to cut him off. He's right-handed. He made him go left. Brooks did the right thing. You just got to make sure you get there, and you got to cut him off. Or
It's
maybe
actually,
help.
yeah, you're right. It was on the help defender, Bololo. I misspoke. Not on Brooks, Bololo. That's
Really?
his first. Meanwhile, three-pointer out of the corner won't go. Bori another rebound. His fifth tonight. Here's Bololo, the star of the first half. The game's high score is going to add to his total.
Beautiful shot.
27. Little drop, stop, and pop there in the lane. 57-45.
He's decided to let a few other guys get some rebounds, too, I think, because he had 14 of them early.
This one a challenge look, won't go. There's another rebound right on cue for Bololo, his 15th tonight. Final minute, third quarter. The lead is a dozen. Oh, good pass, and Brooks with the finish.
Beautiful.
Bori on the assist. Brooks now with 16.
Bori is finding different ways to contribute today instead of just scoring, right? A lot of assists. He's rebounding the ball well, playing good defense.
Nice pass here, inside, and an over-the-shoulder finish.
A rare, too.
For John Murphy, that's going to put him in double figures with 10. He's the second Jaguar to do so. Final half minute.
Still down 12. I was thinking if they could get it to about 8, right? You feel pretty good from 17.
It was 8 a
down to
moment
8.
ago.
If you can keep it there on a good block.
Yeah. Katrobis got a piece. Rebound Jacobs. Outlet Katrobis over the shoulder, thrown away.
Bad
Stolen
idea.
by Gallagher. And then another steal by Blanco. It leads to a Jacobs 3.
Jacobs with 5. Wow.
It's got the Windham crowd on the road here, fired up. 9-point game. Bololo, the last shot, rolls off the iron. And that will do it for the third quarter. Well, it looked like a blowout was brewing, but not so fast.
Not so fast,
says
indeed.
Windham, as they are within 9. 59-50, still plenty of time. 8 minutes to go. Fourth quarter on the other side when we come back. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Well, back here in Manchester, where Memorial leads Windham 59-50 as we begin the fourth quarter. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you in our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. Crusaders have played with the night, led by as many as 17 in the third quarter. Windham is back within 9 and with the basketball. Blanco trying to stay hot. Three-pointer won't go, and then a foul is called
over the back
after
there.
The Brooks rebound. It's against Windham. And it's against John Murphy, and that is number 4. That may force Coach DeRozier's hand here.
You have to take him
yes,
out
it
now.
does. Murphy is going to step off the floor, replaced by Andrew Begley. Memorial looking for their 5th win. Chance to jump back over that 500 mark and improve to 5-4. They'll take on Goffstown on the road on Friday. The man with the basketball has been the man tonight. 27 points for Christian Bololo. And a game-high 15 rebounds to go. Very nicely with those high point total. Meanwhile, this one is turned over. Bori at his heel on the baseline.
A little careless. Got to know where you are. And already we're going to bring Murphy back in. And we're going to go offense, perhaps offense, defense. That's a lot of work. We're a sub at the end. They just put Murphy back in with 4 fouls to play offense, right? You want to make sure he doesn't try and...
Crusaders give
shot.
up a little bit of a seam there, and Kutrobis takes advantage.
There's where that help defense has to come in, right? Your teammate gets beat. Where are you? You got to be there to help.
Loose ball. Picked up. Blanco the other way for Windham. Hunted down from behind by Bori Bori. And now Bori Bori going to glide to the rim, count the bucket and the foul.
And there goes Murphy, ladies and gentlemen. He just fouled out.
A coast-to-coast finish there for Bori Bori, who was held scoreless in the first half. Now with 7 points and a chance for one more, his club back up 9, 61-52.
Beautiful layup by Bori squared. Beautiful.
Meanwhile, a second foul handed out there against Tyler Jordan. 2 team fouls in the quarter against Windham with just 1 minute now gone by.
They did not call that foul on Murphy. I'm a little surprised. I thought Murphy was the man that took charge, tried to take the charge. I don't know where that phantom foul was called. And another careless turnover.
3-on-2. Look out! A missed jam, kept alive by Bori Bori.
Good rebound by Bori Bori.
Well, Bololo wanted to flush that one badly. Meanwhile, Bori Bori and a knife to the rim. Offensive foul.
He's going to have to lay there
Murphy,
for a minute. That hurt.
Yep. They'll put it all on the line there. That call goes against him. That is number 5 instead.
No, that was not against him.
He draws the fouls. We get another look at that dunk attempt. We saw Bololo throw one down in the Christmas tournament broadcast we did. That was a Memorial win over Bedford back in late December.
That would have been his 5th foul, right? But they got an offensive foul. He would have been, I mean, that's a bold move to take that. When you have 4 fouls,
point, right?
I'm not doing that.
Bori Bori instead picks up. There's a 3.
Okay, then now Memorial being aggressive, coming out trying to trap. Look what we have. All of a sudden, those threes, you can't leave guys wide open.
Timeout Memorial. Coach Bryson with a frown on his face. His club led by as many as 17 in that third quarter. It has been trimmed to just 6 now, a 2-possession game at 61-55.
What do we say, too, in a trap? If you're going to come out and trap like that, half-court trap, right, you have to be aggressive, and they can't be able to make that pass because guess what? You leave somebody wide open like that. They shoot well. They had 7 threes, and now we're at what?
We're way past that now. Jacobs himself.
13 threes right now, I think.
Jacobs himself has 5. The sophomore forward, Brandon Jacobs, 5 made threes tonight.
Murphy has 3.
Including that one just a moment ago. Stephanitis hit one back in the first half. Jackson Blanco has hit 2, and Katrobis has hit 2. So it's been a 3-point barrage for Windham here on the road. Katrobis, the senior leader. One of their toughest players as well. He's one of their football stars.
Okay.
And he has been active defensively tonight. 3 steals. On the other end, 12 points as well. One of 2 players for Windham in double figures. Bololo for 3, out of the timeout, up and in.
Right back at him. It's his first 3. Good
and he's
shooter,
got a
first 3.
cool 30 now on offense. Just 2 minutes into this fourth quarter.
That's an illegal screen.
Yep.
They were doing that all in the first half, and they didn't call it. Now they're starting to call it here in the end. See, you let them get away with it early, though. You know what happens? They keep doing it, and all of a sudden you're like, why did I foul him? I've been doing that the whole game.
That's a big foul. That's number 4 on Jacobs.
Big turnover, too.
He's been Wyndham's high man tonight with 19 points. Going to stay on the floor, though. Bololo double team, lost it in the post. Long outlet pass. And a wise move by Blanco to pull it out. Skip pass for Katrobis. Up top, somebody's open. 3-pointer for Jordan. Back iron miss. Offensive rebound, Blanco. And now Jacobs hopes to regroup. Blanco springs open again. 3-pointer off the rim. And a rebound cleared there by Gomez for Memorial. Coach Bryson back on his feet. And he's going to direct traffic here. His club with a 9-point lead, hoping for a couple more. Gomez up top against the Windham matchup zone. Slashing move, count it for Brooks.
Good move. That's it for my man, our guy Jacobs, too. I believe he just fouled out. If our board is correct, he did. Oh, wow, the hot hand has got to sit down.
Had 5 in the first half, 12 in that third quarter. No, 5 in the first half, 14 in the third quarter. She's going to foul out with a team-high 19 points. Meanwhile, here's Brooks. Got that one as well. 3-point play in Memorial. They've done it the old-fashioned way a few times tonight.
And the traditional and one.
A foul on the floor here. It's on the Memorial sophomore, Adumene, who just came on.
It's only their second one, too. They have fouls to give, right? Oh, look at all of a sudden. It was a 6-point game a minute ago, right? Now all of a sudden it's 12 again.
6 unanswered by Memorial. Backdoor thrown away. Bori with a skying interception.
Hey, again, Bori doing other things to help his team win. Doesn't need to score. He can do other things. He has other guys in his team that can score. Be careful that 5-second count.
Adumene, mid-block, fadeaway. Back iron, no. Brooks is over the top for the offensive rebound and finishes in the lane.
Big rebound. Size wins down there in that low block area. Good rebound by Brooks.
And Coach DeRozier seen enough. Timeout. Windham Memorial now with 8 unanswered. And back out in front here comfortably. 69-55 as we approach the midway point fourth quarter.
Yeah, Windham got close and all of a sudden kind of turned the ball over a few times, took a couple bad shots. And Memorial, you're right, is doing it the old-fashioned way. They're going to the basket. They're getting fouled. They're making free throws now, right? And we haven't even seen Bololo hasn't even gotten an extra rebound here in this half after getting 15 early. But he's scored a few baskets, gotten his teammates involved, got a couple steals. So, 6-14, that's a big jump. Wyndham's got a really tough last few minutes here to come back.
Bololo's been the story. 30 points, a game high. 21 of those coming in the first half. And as you mentioned, 14 of his 15 rebounds unofficially tonight occurred before halftime as well. Windham, it's been a balanced effort. We mentioned Jacobs. He just fouled out. That's a major blow.
Huge blow.
Fouled out with 19 points. But he's had help from John Murphy and Jack Katrobis. So one final push here perhaps in store for Windham as they look to make a final stand on the road over the final 4 minutes and 40 seconds.
There is time. They have time to do it. They have half a quarter to do it. The problem is you've lost one of your shooters already. And if I'm Memorial, too, I'm going to bring the ball down the floor. If they're still playing that 2-3 zone, I'm going to make them come out and play man. I'm going to hold the ball and say, all right, you get to come get us because we're not going to play until you do.
Three-pointer for Murphy. Line drive miss, and then a foul on the rebound against Blanco.
That is 1 plus the penalty down the other end for Memorial, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's a loose ball foul, so we should see
Brooks, right?
Brooks at the free throw line.
Yeah, the rebounding situation. If you look at the size difference right now on the floor, Windham is very small without Jacobs in there to rebound and, put a body on someone. They're just not very big. Do you have to box out?
Meanwhile, Brooks going to get a friendly roll. How about 22 for Brooks?
Yeah, it's a sort of a weirdly quiet 22, but here he's really helped here in the second half where Bololo has sort of taken a step back. Brooks has picked it up.
Yeah.
He's played well. Got 7 rebounds as well to go with that.
71-55. Katrobis step back 3, rattles in and out. And eventually it's Bori the other way.
Yeah, here's where if they're playing zone, you bring the ball out and just hold it and say, come get us.
Instead, Brooks pulls the trigger. Back iron miss. Offensive rebound, Gomez. And now Bori will pump the brakes. High post, Brooks down the lane.
Easy basket for Brooks again.
Yeah, kind of a curl around banker there. As Brooks continues to stay in rhythm in this second half. Inside out, 3 for Jordan. Miss, 1 bouncer into the crowd. Memorial basketball.
I'm not the biggest fan of giving up the wide open 2-footer to kick it out for a 3. I know you're behind, but right now you need baskets, right? You need points, and it doesn't always have to be a 3. You're down. You need a basket. You take the easy 2. Pump fake, right? Get a free throw.
Gomez, strong finish. Well, Windham there with a full court man press. And Memorial with no problem via the press breaker.
Yeah, they sliced right through it.
Gomez with 4. And now a foul here against Adumene.
And you're up by 20 now. You don't want to foul. You just want to kind of play good defense.
Yeah,
Right? No reaching.
Call the youngster for the reach in.
Right?
That's his second. Team's third.
Getting a little bit excited. They're ahead by 20.
Meanwhile, Brooks going to get a well-deserved rest. Coach Bryson going to keep him at the head of the bench. So we may see him, we may not. Meanwhile, Jordan with a leaner. Banker won't go. Bololo secures another rebound. 3 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Reminder, after the game, live interview with what looks like Coach Bryson. Should Memorial hang on, they've got their largest lead on the board, so pretty safe bet. We're going to talk for the second time this season with Coach Bryson coming up after the game.
Great
Bololo
pass.
going to finish that
Look
one.
at that. You got to flex after that one. Strong play. Really good pass by his teammate.
Bori, another assist. It's the 2-slap-5 at the free throw line. Oh, Bori's got that first step, and then it's almost like he's looking for that interior short pass, which we've seen successful tonight. He's got a handful of assists.
He does.
At least.
Very unselfish. He's a guy that can score. Typically gets, 17, 18, 20 points. And tonight he's just been very content to share the ball with his teammates and get them involved. They're all playing well, getting open, getting good shots.
Foul was on Tyler Jordan, his third. Free throw is good for Bololo. And that may be the end of his night. 33 points, 16 rebounds unofficially.
I was hoping they leave him in, they get 20 rebounds too. That would have been a heck. It's already a great night. Let's see if we get him 20 rebounds.
He's going to slap 5 with every one of his players, his teammates on the sideline.
Well deserved.
78-55. Memorial is on a 17-0 run. The game tightened about midway through the fourth quarter at 61-55. And the last 17 have been scored by Memorial to blow this one open.
I think we have all subs out there now, with the exception of Gomez.
Challenge fadeaway for Begley won't go. Bori, the rebound.
Bori.
His sixth rebound tonight. And now the Crusaders perhaps looking to grind the clock inside of 2 minutes. Here's a Jing. We saw him in the first half. And
read it off the
junior's bounce pass. Yep, hit the baseline, turned over. More subs. It's Coach Bryson going to bring on sophomore Dylan Joliker. He returns senior Aaron Gallagher. Meanwhile, count this one for Ryan DeMarco.
He's in the books.
Junior guard got the step and the finish with the right hand. That finally ends the Crusader run at 17 unanswered. Meanwhile, this one is going to excite the Memorial bench. Michael Georges, sophomore/fan favorite.
Obviously, look at this.
And there's Georges disruptive there defensively. Goes off his left foot out of play. It'll stay with Windham with now 90 seconds remaining. So we got Coach Bryson coming up. We've got a scoreboard. There's some other close games in D1 tonight for us to take a look at. Plus, of course, stats, highlights, analysis, and a preview of Friday night's showdown between Portsmouth and Nashua South. For Jack Stephanitis, able to knife his way along the baseline. Second field goal tonight for the junior.
Man,
he now has 5 points.
He was a starter. My mistake. I didn't recognize that enough. But Windham has one starter out there, and I think Memorial doesn't have any starters out. So it's good to see guys that don't play very often get some time.
And wow, this one challenged at the iron. Singh is going to draw the foul against Lual.
Free throw time for Singh. Get him in the books. All right. Now maybe I'm wrong because my math is not great. This is the first 2 free throws for Windham. Take a look. Did I miss a couple free throws somewhere?
No, you are correct. Not sure how that evaded me as well. You're right.
No, I'm looking at that right now. We kind of just missed it.
Singh's going to go 2 for 2.
That's the only 2 free throws they've shot, which is indicative of how they play, right? 3-point shots. You don't really try and get a lot of layups. So you don't get to the free throw line very often, but you got to get there more than twice. I don't care what team you are. That means you're not being very aggressive going to the basket.
Lual trying to step through 2 defenders down low, and it's calling for a travel. So 37 seconds here. And Windham again hoping to chip away and fight to the final whistle. Jaguars came in and started the game looking pretty good. Held a 4-point lead late in that first quarter. But Memorial with a push at the end of that frame took the lead and never looked back. Their largest lead of 23 coming moments ago in this fourth quarter.
And now they're going to shoot their third and fourth free throw, but they's really kind of not, at the end of the game when they don't really, obviously don't matter. They matter to him.
And it's Braden Curran, the junior, just checked in. Well, if you're only going to shoot 4, you better make them, right? 4 for 4.
Got to make them all. They did 100% from the line, but
yep.
Yeah, you're right. You got to shoot more than 4.
80-63 here, and now Memorial, I think, set to run out the final 20 seconds, down to 15 now. Instead, Lual's in attack mode. Leaves it for Georges, who pulls the trigger. Leaves it short. It's hunted down by DeMarco for Windham. That brings us down to 5 seconds. It's slung near side for Curran, who fires a 3. It goes in and out. Georges with the rebound, and that will do it. 80-63 is the final. Memorial with their 5th win of the season. They're back above 500 at 5-4. And they've won now 2 of their last 3. They'll take on Goffstown
big
on
game.
The road Friday night. Windham, meanwhile, they slip to 4-4. And will continue their road trip Friday night with a late start at Keene at 7 o'clock. Coming up, live interview with Memorial head coach Danny Bryson, and a full post game next. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. The New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school, varsity, and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Well, 80-63 ends up being the final score. A dominant win for Memorial. Strong second half ensures the 5th win of the season for the Crusaders. Longtime head coach Danny Bryson joining us. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you guys. Good to see you guys again. Great.
Very good game tonight, particularly from Christian Bololo. Let's start there. Unofficially here, 34 points.
And 15 rebounds.
We had him for 16.
We did. We gave him an extra one.
And he had
Good win. Should we get it unplugged? Somebody unplug it?
Now?
I can hear us. Yeah, we might be back. Oh, yeah, we're on.
All right, back here. We apologize. Somebody pulled the plug.
Technical difficulties.
But we are back up and running. We're going to catch up with Coach Bryson. Hopefully in a few minutes he had to address his team. We were going to ask him about Christian Bololo, 34 points, 16 boards tonight, but had plenty of help in a number of different areas from his teammates. Bori, 7 points, 7 rebounds, and probably 7 assists
at least.
As well. And
At
then
least.
Jack Brooks, a quote-unquote quiet 25. I don't know how you can have a quiet 25, but he pulled it off. And then we saw players taking charges, which has become a fixture here defensively. All in all, Memorial looked like the better team tonight, and they're victorious 80-63 over Windham.
They did more athletic, just more active on the glass. They handled the zone really well. The zone is supposed to say, well, okay, we're going to make you shoot threes or make you shoot jumpers, and they didn't need to. They had too many easy baskets inside. Too much. They just sort of surgically picked it apart. And you know that Memorial has probably worked on that because you're going to see teams like we're going to see Exeter's going to play zone. We've seen Windham play zone. Other teams are going to play more zone just because maybe you don't have enough guys to kind of, to play man that long. Man is tough. But, free throw wise too. I mean, come on. It's 18 to 0 at one point when I said to you, do you know how many free throws they've shot? And in kind of garbage time, they shot 4 free throws. But essentially it was 18 to 0, until the very end. And that just shows that, defensively they did a good job. And Windham didn't really try and attack the basket probably as much as they should have in the second half. The first half they did. But they just didn't get any free throws, early. It was Katrobis. He did. He attacked the basket early, made some shots, but he didn't get called for any fouls. There was no free throws. So it was an interesting game in terms of that aspect.
Dynamic, for sure.
Yeah, very different.
All right, we are back. Coach, thank you for bearing with us here. And we are leading with your star senior, Christian Bololo. What has he meant here to your team?
Yeah, he is having quite the year for us overall, leading us in scoring, rebound, and a bunch of key statistical stats. I mean, he does a little bit of everything outside of scoring too. But you have a Bori who's setting him up as well, and then you have a Jack Brooks who's helped stretch the floor to get his to help him with driving too. So we have a good core of kids that. But I mean, Christian definitely has been our guy so far this year.
Yeah, it seems like this group, which was largely brought back from a year ago, have added to their skill sets, right? They just look like you guys look like the better team tonight, and frankly, at any point that we've seen you over the two games, the two broadcasts we've done, it seems like they've taken that next step.
Well, yeah, this is their third year. They're 3-year veterans now. They've been up with me since sophomore year, so this is the third year with me. And so they're beyond comfortable with the system. It just comes to the matter of coming out here and executing, which we have done a lot better this year than we have in the previous year. So that has shown, I said at the beginning of the year, it's shown a lot of growth for these guys on and off the court so far this year.
Yeah, I was impressed too, by the way. Brooks, we saw you had a 34-16. Brooks quietly 25-7.
Yeah,
quietly 25-7.
And that's what he does, and that's the thing. It's Brooks and Christian, who the last couple of games have been our scorers, and Jack is another one. He gets in there, he rebounds for us, and he can stretch the floor, and he'll score inside. So he does all the little things too. So he's been quite up there too. These guys are definitely looking at some. In my opinion, some all-state honors if they can keep this going this year.
Oh, I agree. Bololo is the best rebounding guard we've seen all year.
Yes.
And it's not even close.
I mean, he shoots the ball, and his first jump after the ball goes up is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's
right
incredible.
now. I personally think we have the best rebounding guards in the state with him and Bori out there because they attack the basket quite a bit.
Have you seen? We've been kind of watching the tradition here in Manchester or in the state is to play man.
Yeah,
Manchester too. Everybody plays man. You guys still play man, but you did some zone. You do some zone traps. You're seeing more zone, so I'm curious. Other teams are playing zone now, right?
We have played a total. What is this? This is 12 games, and all 12 games we have seen zone.
Right. So it's coming now.
So it's coming along, and they get more comfortable with it, and that's when we come out and we like yesterday, we practiced against zone because we figured knowing their personnel. I mean, it's hard to stay in front of our guards laterally too. So I mean, you have to kind of pick your poison with us, and that's what they're doing. If we can hit our shots like we did in this game, then we can pull them out of the zone and we can run our man-to-man offense, which I much more prefer.
That's exactly what I said to Nick. I said, in fact, at the end, I was joking. I'm not joking, really. I thought when you guys were up by about 12 or 14, they were still in the zone. They came little. I said, hey, if I'm Coach Bryson, I'm going to bring the ball out. I'm going to hold it
right here.
Just hold it at the top. We'll pass it back and forth until you decide to come out and play us man, and we'll attack you.
Yeah, utilize it with the state of having no shot clock. And that's what I wanted. You saw me tell Bory to come up here, and he found, I think he found Joel right here on the free throw line. We got an easy layup, but
so many.
Start. Yeah, so
many easy layups.
So we kind of stretch them out. We still run our man offense against the zone as well, our 5-out, because there's no predictable pattern with it. So we get a lot out of that as well.
Coach, you got Goffstown on the road coming up on Friday.
Yep.
How do you get ready for the Grizzlies?
They have 2 good guards over there, quick guards who can score. So I think the game plan for us is trying to slow down their guards, and then everything's going to trickle down from there.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Thank you for coming up.
Good luck.
Congratulations.
Good luck.
All right, you guys
Germs
as well.
Yep, I got you.
I'm sick.
Trust me, I appreciate that.
I don't make anybody else sick,
I'm just getting over it. I don't want to get it again.
No, you do not.
Thank you guys for coming again.
Thank you for coming on.
Take care.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Stay warm.
That's Coach Danny Bryson. Always a good interview, a candid interview there.
It's fun. He loves his guys.
He's got a great group of kids, a number of seniors, a number of veterans, a number of athletes. This team could be trouble for the rest of Division I the rest of the way.
Yes, and I think if they get their bench to develop even further, right? Their first 5, that we've said multiple times, is as good or better than anybody else in the state, I think. Their 2 guards are the best 2 guards we've seen in the state overall. Just the quickness, the rebounding, the other things they do. I think the Bedford guards, they want to go and attack the basket and shoot a lot. These 2 guards do so many more things. They rebound. They play really good defense. They just, right now, 6, 7 guys, they get a little deeper as they go toward the playoffs. And look out, everybody. That's a team that's scary going into the playoffs when we get there.
All right. Other scores tonight. We saw Keene come from behind to beat Pinkerton on their home floor. That was a 71-69 final. That was earlier tonight. Other D1 scores, Trinity, they catch their second loss of the season. Exeter victorious 67-62. So congratulations to the Blue Hawks there. And Winnicott has won 4 in a row. 68-46 tonight over Nashua North.
A resurgence for
They are
Winnicott.
going to take on Exeter next. On January 31st. So that one could be one that we keep an eye on moving forward. Reminder, this Friday night we're at Nashua South. Purple Panthers taking on undefeated Portsmouth. The Clippers are the last undefeated team in Division I.
That should be a good one.
6:30 is the tip Friday. Our coverage begins at 6:15. Want to thank Christine and Jordan here at Memorial High School. It's always a pleasure, and we appreciate working with the staff here at Manchester Memorial as well. Of course, our sponsors tonight, Beals Insurance, MG Sports Fundraising, and the New Hampshire Tomahawks. And, of course, our hardworking crew needs to be recognized. Our dual videographers, John Barron and Matt Beals. For our director, the man behind the curtain, the wizard of replay, Ben Beals, back in the Beals Insurance Studio. And our executive producer, Steve Beals, down in the Sunshine State. He's Justin Gorham, and I'm Nick Anastas saying so long. Final score, final time, Memorial 80, Windham 63. This has been a presentation of our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.